is Candace Mel with Create Healing Art Studio. Today I am working on some recycling artwork that we're going to be doing. I have a bunch around me, but that's just for a class, but I'm just going to show you how we're doing one at a time so you can make your own canvases that already look textured without spending a ton of money on the canvas, and the mediums are mud for it, and by recycling and doing a little good. So first we're going to take just a plastic bag. I keep a ton of these under the kitchen sink. You're going to cut off your handles so you have more of a square. Each of my canvases are only 10 by 10, so I just need one bag, but if you want more texture you can layer your bags, or if you have a bigger canvas you can use several bags and just kind of overlap them on each other and then melt them together. So I have parchment paper on the bottom, a bag, and then I have some parchment paper for the top. And I'm just going to use an iron at a medium setting. My iron's older, so for newer irons you might want to use it at a lower setting. Mine just doesn't, isn't very well. And I'm just ironing it. You can iron until you're content. The more you iron, you might run through and get some little holes. We continue to iron until the bag is flat and starts feeling firm. Walmart bags tend to shrink more than others, but keep in mind your bag will shrink. So then we'll move on to our flowers. These flowers are super easy. They're the trash bag handles crisscross. Then you're pinching them at the end and heating those up as well. You can trim them to get to the right size later on if you would like. They start looking a bit like carnations. You can fluff them to make them look like other flowers. So here's my cardboard square that I cut out. I am just gluing my iron bags onto it. Just using craft glue does just fine. It does take a minute to dry, so you have to be a little patient with it, and give yourself enough time to do that. Once the glue dried, I simply painted over this with a solid color, and that's the bag with all the texture you can see in the background. And then I dripped the different colors of paint over it. I used a paintbrush with those same colors that I dripped to paint the edges, middles, and tops of our flowers. I glued the flowers to this using Elmer's glue, and my piece was complete. It did take a little longer to dry than I thought it would with the acrylic paint on it, but this entire thing was made of cardboard plastic bags and a little acrylic paint and some Elmer's glue. It was very simple, probably the cheapest painting I have ever made, talking costs of materials. So please follow us for more ideas. We're going to start trying to use organic materials.